Hey there! Welcome to Favoritism. Allow me to share my 20 favorite Asian films of all time. I hope to be a source of recommendation for your next movie night. Likewise, comment down below your favorite Asian films. Don't worry, I will try hard not to spoil any part of the film. Let's begin. At number 20, Departures, Japan, 2008. Directed by Yojiro Takeda. This film won the award for Best Foreign Language Film at the Oscars in 2008. A visually beautiful, passionate, and enlightening drama about a man finding himself working in a funeral service after the orchestra he was working for has been dissolved. The film didn't just celebrate the uncelebrated profession of funeral homes, it even elevated it to a tradition worthy of respect. You will see how every hand moves with grace and life over a lifeless body. There is one scene where a few female family members amusingly kissed their dead relative, leaving kiss marks on his face. They all chuckled and then quickly burst into tears again. At number 19. Taegukgi, Brotherhood of War, South Korea, 2004, directed by Kong Jae-gyu. Two brothers were forced to face the horrors of the Korean War. The big brother wants nothing but to make sure his younger brother makes it home safely. This film is a chest-stabbing knife. And when you reach the revelation in the end, that knife penetrates even deeper. Taegukgi has that Saving Private Ryan vibe with less technical glitters but with more bittersweetness. There is no way you will not love the two brothers. At number 18. Honor Thy Father. Philippines. 2015. Directed by Eric Matty. I am a fan of big-budget independent movies. Don't get me wrong, but my problem with low-budget independent movies is that they can look small and a bit alienating. What big-budget independent films can do is that they can use popular actors as a key to open the door of unpopular stories. That is what this film did to me. And the story, for me, is genius. I've never seen such a perfect thriller crime Filipino film before. The ending though, I wish it ended differently. At number 17. The Good, the Bad, the Weird. South Korea. 2008, directed by Kim Ji-woon, one of the most entertaining and thrilling movies I've ever seen. Decorated with pounding and unpredictable action scenes. Crackling with excitement, captivating with style, and pleasing with humor, I love all the three main characters, their individual personalities, and their interconnecting conflicts. I am not a fan of Western movies, of deserts, guns, and bandits, but I just cannot resist the charm of this one. Overall, a very handsome adventure action movie of the highest order. At number 16, About Ellie, Iran. 2009, directed by Asghar Farhadi. There are other more celebrated films by Asghar Farhadi, like A Separation and The Salesman, but this is my absolute favorite from his filmography. This is a big-time nail-biter. Just like in his other works, the tension just doesn't end. It mercilessly continues to press hard on all the characters until it becomes excruciatingly awkward. A well-written and well-directed film that looks into how humans overthink, how fearful humans can get, and how worried they are to discover their faults. This film is a complete tour de force. At number 15, Confessions. Japan, 2010, director, Tetsuya Nakashima. Revenge thriller is a common thing in East Asia and normally I don't fancy such movies anymore, but Confessions is an exception. I love how stylish this one is. It is sleek, hypnotic, and nightmarish. It is decorated with several slow motions all throughout the film and those moments are just so exquisite. But it is even more successful with creating that POV shifting among characters and revealing the different interpretations of people to a single event and to the exact same statement. Similar to Old Boy, but less twisted and more palatable, and there is Naoki. He is wretchedly the best part of the movie. At number 14, A Touch of Sin. China. 2013, director, Jia Zhangke. This film looks into the social and moral issues of modern China through four loosely interconnected stories, and the result is amazing. The characters are well written that you will love them despite of what sin they commit. It humanizes people by showing what and who they are aside from the sin they are known for. It is endlessly tragic, sadly. But it is greatly executed, designed, and acted. And its unique style in capturing death, where humans appear to become nothing but a mass of flesh and blood, is just so piercingly sad. Overall, an A+ film. At number 13, Burning, South Korea, 2018, director, Lee Chang-dong. Burning is a seductive psychological poetry. It is quiet and haunting. That low-key tension that burns slowly is magical at times. There are several scenes in the film that look so ordinary and uneventful. But those seemingly mundane moments, they just feel so breathtakingly present, so in the now, making the film completely enticing. It engages you and challenges you to see what is in front of you and imagine what is not there. I am not sure whether the ending worked, but the execution in that ending is top-notch. And those three lead actors, they so easily grace the screen each time. At number 12. Rashomon, Japan, 1950, director, Akira Kurosawa. The oldest movie on my list, so old it was still shot in black and white, but it is absolutely gorgeous. It has that earthly and timeless feel that will just make you silent and marvel at its glory. Kurosawa is a legendary Japanese director. While most cinephiles prefer his other masterpiece, Seven Samurai, I love Rashomon better because of its take on the decadence of humans. I also love its theatrical approach. The big and wide gestures, and that extra force on the facial expressions. As well as the use of conflicting stories to reflect the complicated nature of its subject matter. To add to all of that greatness, the lead actor, the sensational Toshiro Mifune, delivered a very iconic performance. At number 11. Joint Security Area, South Korea, 2000, director, Park Chan-wook, one of the early films that made me a film enthusiast. On the outside it is a military movie, about borders, guns, and things I don't normally like. But it turned out to be a very special and warm movie on the inside. The unlikely friendship that was formed is highly amusing and the two lead actors command the screen each time. What happened in the end, for me, is one of the most stunning ending I've ever witnessed. I remember the night I saw this at the University Theater and how stunned I was. I went home with an aching heart but woke up with a more loving heart for films. At number 10, The Insult, Lebanon. 2017, directed by Ziad Doueri, this Lebanese drama completely knocked my socks off. Minute after minute, it doesn't fail to be engrossing, and as if that isn't enough, it just keeps on getting bigger, more explosive, more personal, and more political. It is so commendable and ingenious on how it tapped on the collective pain of mankind, and how it can continue to trigger and torment us from our blind side. The film tells us we are all victims. And as you can see, this one also backs up its good content with excellent cinematography and production design. A sandstorm of brilliance, that is what this film is for me. At number 9. 13 Assassins, Japan, 2010, director, Takashi Miike. Good samurais embark on a mission of life and death, with the purpose of defeating a torturous and evil lord and its large army. This insurmountable task can only be accomplished by ingenuity, tactics, skills, and maybe even destiny. This film managed to pull off a glorious cinematic achievement. It is spectacular, blazing, and ravaging. Tension builds up, excitement intensifies, until it wreaks havoc in an unforgettable battle that is so beyond perfection. This is more than just an entertaining bloodthirsty movie with technical and creative flair. This is a samurai film in its full glory, of divine origins. At number 8. Lunana, a yak in the classroom, Bhutan. 2019, director, Pa Choining Dorji. A young man who doesn't want to be a teacher was sent to a remote village to teach. And I thought I already know how it will go and how it will end, predictable, and probably a tear-jerker, but I am so wrong, because beneath its ordinary storyline, are layers of folk tales and songs. I love the folk tale about the yak and how it relates to the young teacher. I love the lead actor who played the young teacher. I love that he sings. I love the village people, especially the children. I love the landscape. And that final scene where he sang, that is a bag of gold. At number 7. Parasite, South Korea. 2019, director, Bong Joon-ho. First time I saw this and I knew it is going to be an instant modern masterpiece. It is a crown jewel of cinema and it is downright deserving of all the records this film has broken. Its commentary on social classes is told in a smart and gripping story. And this story is told excellently in all fronts of filmmaking, editing, production design, directing, and acting. The film is already magnetic on the outside, on the things we know before we even watch it. But when you watch it, you are yet to see its massive collection of creative and technical arsenal. And that ending, my goodness. What a genius filmmaking technique to close out a film nothing short of a global treasure. At number 6, Shoplifters, Japan, 2018, director, Hirokazu Kurita. First thing that struck me is the superior cinematography. Everything is vivid in this film, it looks so alive and it feels so real. Probably it is the use of afternoon sunshine rays and warm interior light that makes the film so glowing. But what makes the film glow even more is the warmth that envelopes the family. This is a perfect marriage of form and content. The story is not flashy. It is plain beautiful that you just want it to stay as it is. And delicate enough that it brings tension knowing it is dangerously likely to collapse. This film is something pure and divine. At number 5. Ode to My Father, South Korea. 2014, director, Yoon Jae-kyowon. This is a heartbreaking and an uplifting story of how one promise can shape a lifetime. Just running its first few minutes, and the film already broke me so hard I found it hard to breathe. At that point, their traumatic past became mine. And their attempt to continue living also became mine. I had to grapple with my shock as the story progressed and as the family lived on. Then I started to smile with them, to worry for them, and venture with them until I found myself loving this film. It has that Forrest Gump crowd-pleasing charm, which is another top-tier favorite of mine, and that final stretch, where the past is about to get its closure, of course in a dramatic way. It just broke me down again. It is a pleasant movie that celebrates triumph of the human heart and unbreakable human spirit. At number 4. Love of Siam, Thailand, 2007, director, Chukiatsik Virakal. There's got to be a gay movie on this list. This stood out for me because at a time when gay movies were highly sexualized, this came out as a romanticized love story between two boys. It reshaped gay movies and gave it a heartwarming, cute, and bittersweet construct. This actually might have been the start of the BL stories from Thailand. This is a heartstring-pulling, precious film. It successfully captured that nostalgic bliss of youth, those beautiful things that comes with coming of age, of finding a companionship, of being love-struck. Mario Mauer is, of course, the cherry on top of a dessert that melts in your heart. At number 3. 3 Idiots, India. 2009, director, Rajkumar Hirani. This is the king of feel-good movie, and it is not your sugar-coated feel-good movie, it is a nourishing one. The film is full of an impressive collection of things you'll love: intelligent humor, a bit of clumsiness, some cool science experiments, the excitement of what's in store for us, some serious drama, remarkable side characters, laughable misadventures, and that staple Bollywood song and dance number. It is a massively entertaining movie that effortlessly uplifts you. There is also a major twist that I think Hollywood or other national cinema has not done before. This is a ray of sunshine. This might even be the closest thing to heaven we can get in this imperfect world. At number 2. Weathering with You, Japan. 2019, director, Makoto Shinkai. This is a proof that great animation films do not just come from Studio Ghibli. This film is beyond special to me. The sleepy rain, the innocence of youth, the ensemble of characters, those peeping sun rays. And that desperation to cling on those most precious moments that you just want to stay onto. Everything about this rainy animation plugs on my heartstrings, creating a mushy melody within me. It is as if the film knows me. It is as if it is directly talking to my own sentiments, longings, and achings. It is so mystifying how one film can do that. I've never seen the rain and the sun used in such a poetic and romantic interplay. This is a priceless gem. My heart cannot be any happier that I found it. At number 1. Spirited Away, Japan, 2001, director, Hayao Miyazaki. Miyazaki said that he wanted to make children feel that it is good to be alive, and I can say that he aced his goal and more, because even adults feel the same way. This list is just impossible not to have any Studio Ghibli film, and what animation would best represent the studio than Spirited Away? This is a massive work of brilliance that for me remains unmatched. It is so vibrant, dreamy, and so cinematically rich. Just like other Miyazaki films, this one is full of strange and beautiful characters too. If there is an award for a film that have reached the pinnacle of human creativity and imagination, my vote would go to this, hands down. While this animation is more than enough to be my number one, it has to share the spotlight to other wonderful Miyazaki works too, like Castle in the Sky and Kiki's Delivery Service. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed a few of my favorite movies too. Comment down below what are your favorite Asian films of all time. Let us share our favorites. I believe there are still many movies out there that just need to be recommended to be discovered. Please subscribe to my channel. See you on my next video. Bye.